So if you know me and if you know the channel, you'll know that I love the making of style videos or behind the scenes style videos. They are my absolute favorite. I love learning and seeing how other artists and other creators and other, musicians and filmmakers do their stuff, because there's such an opportunity to learn it. And I highly recommend that if you were an artist or creator yourself, definitely watch these behind the scenes, study these other artists, and you will learn so much about your own craft and just tips and tricks. And even just by watch with like a learning eye, and you will learn so much. Genuinely, that's why I live stream my songwriting. First of all, I want to document the process, so that when it's a hit song one day, they turn into hit songs one day, the process of making it is made or is there. But also because I think that it's a good learning opportunity for everybody, including myself, if I go back and watch them, right? So I'm really looking forward to checking this video of the making of Encanto. I'm going to be watching Encanto if you want to watch it with me on Patreon. So if you want to watch it with me, sign up for Patreon. There's an international Patreon, a regular Patreon, depending on your location. The international is more so for places where the US dollar is nowhere near their original currency. So consider checking it out. Download the Jacob Restituto app if you have not already. And let's see what we got.
I might not be super strong like Luisa or effortlessly perfect like Isabella.
But what's your gift? Oh, Mirabel didn't get one.
Encanto is the story of the Madrigal family who lives in Colombia.
I should reach out. I should make a list of these people and see if I can get them on for an interview.
With a magical gift.
I understand you.
Except Mirabel.
I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
Playing Mirabel was really fun. I'm part of the amazing Madrigals. I'm sure there's...
It's so wild to see how they link up even the facial expressions, all this stuff. I should totally reach out to all these actors and actresses and the directors and writers and see. I got to go back and rewatch this.
It was really fun. I'm part of the amazing Madrigals.
That's so wild.
I'm sure there's behind the scenes footage to show how much fun I was having.
Stephanie, yes! She actually kind of looks like her, which is actually pretty wild.
We knew that if we were going to tell a story that was inspired by Colombia, we wanted it to feel true.
We went and visited the Cocora Valley. It's
That's
one of the
cool.
most beautiful places
That's actually
I've ever
really wild.
been to. We knew this is
I think those little details, the details of, we actually traveled to the location, they didn't have to do that, especially because it's all an animated film. So, but those little details of taking that extra mile, I think that's what makes it a great film. I think that they really put attention to detail.
one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. We knew this is where the home of the Madrigal should be.
That's really cool.
Music! The music in this film is amazing. We were so fortunate
is.
to have Lin-Manuel involved so early on.
Let's go!
It was an amazing experience immersing myself in the music of Colombia.
Where is he from? I don't recall off the top of my head.
It was such
or
a
its
joy
heritage.
writing songs for these incredible characters.
To work with Lin-Manuel is so exciting, man. He always had that perfect little secret touch. Yeah,
That's great.
Zoom is amazing, man.
What's going on?
the magic
So
is in
remarkable.
danger.
This movie is about family and your role within your family. I hope that people go see it with their families.
Oh, I
think
love that.
people will see themselves in the different family members.
We have an amazing family.
It's just a joy.
Speaking of family, my mom actually texted me, was like, have you watched Encanto yet? I was like, no, I actually think I might be doing it with Patreon. She's like, oh, I wanted to watch it with you. I was like, I'm thinking maybe I'll watch it again, maybe with her, because she's Latin. She's from El Salvador. I think it'd be really cool to get that Latin experience, and or maybe I invite her into the studio and we watch it together. Perhaps. I'm just thinking out loud. No promise.
Experience.
To me, it's really important to tell stories where there's goodness and hope in the
Amen.
world. And I think Disney does that so
Minus the fact that the stinking grandpa died. Like, what is that about Disney? Come on.
tell stories where there's goodness and hope in the world. And I think Disney does that so beautifully.
The fate of the family is gonna come down to you.
It's really well produced.
I will save the magic. Whoa! Casita, help me out. Drawers. Floors.
I'm pumped to watch this movie.
Drawers. Let's go!
Music can help tell
Sign up for
stories
Patreon
in
if
an
you wanna watch it
animated
with me.
realm. In Encanto, working on original songs with 12 original characters, it's really, really exciting.
So, welcome to family.
Dude, he's the GOAT. Like, Lin-Manuel is the stinking GOAT.
There's this family, the Madrigal family, and they've been blessed with these magical gifts.
Where all the people are fantastical and magical. I'm part of the family, Madrigal.
I told them to warm up your seat.
Thank you, Toñito. Maybe I overdo it.
Yep. What else can I do?
With every musical project, I'm trying to find the pulse of the characters. The song I wrote for Isabela is called What Else Can I Do? And for that, I was really inspired by the 90s rock en español movement. And it was about finding those Colombian rhythms that are so unique.
Climb and dive for through. What else can I do? Don't talk about
This song it has been massive. Like, you guys are blowing up the reaction on the channel. You got like this original was like on #1 trending for music. Like, it's crazy.
Colombia has a lot of rich musical traditions within itself that are unique to Colombia, but also there's an incredible amount of variety.
Colombian music is special because we do it with our heart, you know, we do it with love. There's a beautiful story in every song.
This sounds like it could be Lin-Manuel
I
singing.
wanted to just write the most joyous song possible, a love letter to Colombia itself. Obviously, Carlos Vives is a worldwide music figure. I was in love with his music already. That song is so inspired by his writings, and so to have him sing on that is like a dream.
That's really cool how they're going through like a lot. Actually, I guess all the songs. Like, that's actually really cool. I love already though. I've been inspired with the fact like that they actually went to Colombia. I thought that was tremendous. Like, those little, like I said, those little details, just in whatever aspect of what you're doing, make such a. I mean, not that going to Colombia is a little detail. I mean, it's thinking expensive, but like the thought that they actually put into like, hey, let's check out the location that we're actually like making a movie about. Like, seems like a good idea, but like most people wouldn't do that.
Sebastián Yatra is a star in Colombia, and he has an incredible voice.
My manager called me one day and she's like, hey, so Disney's doing a new movie about Colombia. And I was like, yes, 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 just say yes.
That's cool.
This was such a joy to work on this. It's one thing to write the song, but then to see the thrilling visuals, that was an incredible experience.
Especially because he probably doesn't have a tremendous input, if any, in the visuals. So like to see your song then with somebody else putting the visuals to it must be such a cool experience.
It's one thing to write the song, but then to see the thrilling visuals, that was an incredible experience.
Oh, this is cool, seeing a bit of the behind the scenes of like the promo.
So much excitement! I can't believe this night is here. I don't think anyone has seen an adventure this colorful. The music is something you're gonna be like, if Disney couldn't top themselves enough, this is one of those movies.
We really wanted to bring an entire multi-generational family on screen.
I love that.
It was so exciting.
Who plays the grandma,
to
though?
musicalize that.
Carlos Vives, one of the great Colombian musicians. He's such a talent.
Oh, that's cool. They perform the songs. That's really cool. And there's this stinking accordion that I could not remember the name of. Wow, I like that there's all these live instruments too. That's really cool, actually.
To see Disney's 60th animated movie on a big screen, it's outstanding.
Oh, wow.
This is a real family movie. I hope people go with their families, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
The fate of the family, it's gonna come down to you.
Oh, snap.
I will save the magic.
I'm so happy because it's the first time that we meet. You know, we did this movie in a studio.
That's crazy.
We didn't really get to know each other, and now we're here, and it's the first time I'm going to see the movie in the big screen, so I'm super excited.
This is my first time seeing the movie with an audience. That is very rare for the premiere to actually. This is the first time I'm meeting half our cast in
That's
person.
crazy.
I've only met them through Zoom windows. I've coached them through their
Shout out to
songs.
Zoom. Zoom has changed the world, man.
Via Zoom window. So I just hugged Veronica.
What did that say?
coach them through their songs via Zoom window. So I just hugged Veronica Falcón for the first time in my life, and Adasa for the first time. I just saw Auli'i, who played Moana. So it's very full circle for me. I'm very thrilled to be here.
It's a dream come true. I've always.
How involved was he? I mean, I know he wrote a lot of stuff. Did he write all the stuff for Moana? How involved? I don't know anything about it.
I wanted to work with Disney since I was a little girl. My favorite film was The Little Mermaid, and I was like, that's it. I want to be part of that world one day, and I cannot believe I'm here. And Encanto, something that is so dear to my heart. I mean, all of the influences of Colombia are here, but it's a worldwide film.
It's cool to see
touch
everybody
the
walking
hearts
around like
of
this.
not
all
just
the different
Latinos
cast
everywhere,
members.
and Afro-Latinos, which is really dear to my heart to see my kids represented, my family represented, and the craziness that goes on in a
Lady
family
taking a
environment
photo in the
a film
background.
with
Oh,
such
people are too
beauty and
funny.
such magical essence. It's an amazing experience.
One of the important messages for me, it's
cool
that
how they
we
cut
really
back between the
shouldn't care
different
about
actors.
what role we're supposed to play in life, and that it's okay to be ourselves. And that little thing that sometimes maybe makes us feel awkward and weird and different, that's what makes it special, and we should embrace that. So I hope people can enjoy the movie, have fun, and also reflect on that.
The joy and the challenge with this one was we really wanted to bring an entire multi-generational family on screen.
I want to see who the grandma is
in a Disney movie.
I mean, I'll look
There isn't
up
another
after because I'm
Disney
going to
movie
try to
that
get
does
them on
that.
for interviews.
And it was so exciting to bring that complexity and make the complexity the point, the complexity of our family dynamics, and bring all of that to the screen, and then musicalize that, make the music the extension of these characters and their wonderful gifts.
It's a long journey. You know, this movie's been in the making for about almost 5 years.
What?
Or 4.5 years plus. And to see it up in the screen like this and see it up in the billboards is so incredibly rewarding. Our community.
I hate how long it takes things to be made. Like there's absolutely no good reason that it should take 4.5 years.
Really, really needs a movie like this to start hopefully a trend of narrative, adventures that hopefully really elevate who we are as a culture on screen and inspires other stories to be told. But beyond that, it's a family that you're gonna learn to love, and that's what we've become. Even though we haven't been in the same room together until this red carpet.
Hey, I relate to that tremendously. There are a lot of people I've met through Zoom that I'm like really good friends with, and some of them I've never even met.
Very special in a bond that's gonna last us forever. Just like these movies that Disney create, they live forever, and to be immortalized in one of these is unbelievable.
Well, I think it's
what an interesting perspective. I'm curious to know, like, are some of these Disney movies gonna grow with generations, like Toy Story, or I mean that's not as I mean Toy Story is huge, but like The Lion King and The Little Mermaid and Aladdin. Like I grew up with all those were massive, right? And they'll be, I think they're here for many generations. Like are things like I guess maybe Frozen, like are Moana, like Encanto, are those gonna be this generation's, like younger generations? Are they gonna be like their Little Mermaid and Mulan? Oh my gosh, Mulan was my favorite movie growing up. I stinking loved that and Toy Story, stinking amazing movies. But I'm curious, like, are these newer movies gonna be their generations, or is it still gonna be the Little Mermaid, the Mulans, and stuff like that?
It's the easiest and hardest thing to do, which is to see our family more fully. Our family are the people we know for the most amount of time in our lives, and yet for some reason, it's hard for us to change, and it's hard for us to allow for each other to change. And this is about a family that's holding on too tight, and have to evolve and see each other more fully. And beautiful things happen when that happens. And so I can't wait for the world to see it.
I will save the magic.
Very cool. This is like 20 seconds left. No, nothing really. I'm so excited to see this movie. If you want to watch it with me, consider checking out the Patreon. It'll be likely done on a live stream. I'm not 100% sure yet, just because in case I involve my mom, it's not going to be as practical to do it live stream. So, there's a part 2. Let me know if you guys would be interested in the part 2. It'll be on the live stream, or it'll be posted for sure on Patreon, though, so you can watch it at whatever point you have the ability to. So, I'll see you in the next video. Sign up or download the Jacob Restituto app, and God bless and peace out.